Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different than I've ever done before, but I got a request for it, so I figured why not. And the type of reading is what do they want from this connection? Okay, what is it that your person is looking for in regard to this connection? So let's get into it. As always, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. For pile one, we have this beautiful piece of pyrite. For pile two, we have citrine. And for pile three, we have rose quartz. Hello, pile one, my pyrite pile. Let's take a look at what your person wants from this connection. Okay, what is it that they are looking for? What is it that they truly want in regard to this connection between you both? Okay, so let's see, my pile ones. What is it that your person wants from this connection? What do they hope is going to occur here between the both of you? We start out with the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, and we've got the Lovers, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. What a beautiful little reading. So I feel like what your person wants first and foremost, or I feel like your person wants a lot of things. They're mainly romantic in nature, but we do start out with the Three of Cups, which of course is more so of a friendship type of vibe. But I feel like that makes a lot of sense maybe for those of us that are friends with this person, or those of us that have been friends or are developing a friendship with this person. It seems as though for many of us that chose pile one, this person might have taken a, let's say, friendship vibe first before they started to move forward with the connection romantically, or maybe that's their current intention or what it is that they're currently doing in this connection. The two of you might be exploring a friendship with one another versus a romantic connection right off the bat. I also feel like with the Three of Cups, though, friendship is very important, even in regard to our romantic relationships. So for some of us that maybe have a little bit of a more established connection with this person at this point thus far, that Three of Cups could also be bringing up another message that we've been seeing here, I think, really for the past month, where this person might be trying to establish the foundation of a friendship with you because they don't just want to be lovers, they also want to be best friends. So I feel like that could also be a possibility here. And again, that's been a message that's been following us for really the last month in different readings that I've done for YouTube. So there's got to be at least a couple people out there that watch these who are experiencing your person or your partner, or the person that, you know, the two of you have feelings for one another, have been exploring this friendship. The friendship bond between the both of you has been growing right alongside as the romantic feelings have been growing for one another. And we see that those romantic feelings with the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So I do feel like what this person wants from this connection is that they see that this could be a very long-term, very stable and secure and very committed romantic relationship. That Two of Cups to me, even going off of the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, again, has more of a friendship vibe to it, but we're having fun with our friend. We're confiding with our in our friend. We're discovering how trustworthy and how much love there is between us and our friend. And that Two of Cups, of course, takes it to a romantic level, but the Two of Cups is also going to bring up us confiding in one another, us looking to one another for advice or perspective. Us, you know, gaining an even more, I don't know, let's say profound respect for one another. There's just a very strong romantic vibe to this pile, which is absolutely lovely to see here because I'm sure that's why you're watching it. But it does seem like to me that this person, as far as what it is that they want from the connection, They want to establish a friendship, or they've been establishing a friendship. Or again, maybe the two of you have been friends with one another. And if you've only been romantic with one another, then it seems as though this person is trying to also see what the two of you have in common, even at a friendship level, because of how strong this person's romantic feelings are for you. I feel like that Two of Cups is pinpointing that this person wants a stable and secure relationship with you. This person's looking at you as marriage material and sees that there's definitely long-term potential here within this connection. We have the Lovers next to the Wheel of Fortune, so that brings me two messages. And the Lovers, at the end of the day, aside from representing sunshine, rainbows, unicorns, and soulmates, is also going to represent decisions and decision making. And I feel like when we go look at the Lovers next to the Wheel of Fortune, there's a very strong message that your person has decided to take this connection to the next step, or your person has decided to shoot their shot, to take their chance, etc. So I feel like, again, as far as what your person wants from this connection, they want a typical, traditional, committed romantic relationship from this connection. They feel a very strong bond with you. Not to bring up the soulmate word again, but the Two of Cups, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune are all going to indicate potential soulmate connection. I feel like when it comes to the Lovers, this is yet again reiterating that this person has strong romantic feelings for you, that this person feels very drawn to you. There's a lot of desire and passion within this connection, but what I really like about the connection is the fact that the two of you really understand and get one another on a emotional level. You know, like the two of you are, let's say, on a mental and emotional level, highly compatible with one another. Okay, I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, that's a strong indication that there's positive changes to come when it comes to this connection. And even if it's been extremely positive, I would say that that positive changes to come could be in reference to deepening the level of commitment within this connection, of course, dependent on where it is that the two of you are already at with one another. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards. And just see, like, again, what does your person want from this connection? You know, what are they truly wanting to occur here? Just to get a couple more messages out here and see what gets reiterated. But for the moment, the answer is certainly that your person wants a long-term commitment from this connection that they are sharing with you. Okay, we have, this could be the one jumping out. I feel like you can't see the bottom of the card, so I'll try to move it up. But you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. And I feel like that's what this person is feeling in regard to this connection, just because of the fact that we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Lovers, we've even got the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of like this person feels like you are their person. And I feel like at this point in time, they are trying to really solidify the bond that exists between the two of you, that bond is deepening. The conversations perhaps between the both of you are becoming more meaningful. The two of you are also having perhaps more meaningful conversations about what the future between you both will look like. So overall, things are definitely heading in the right direction. We have the chemistry card. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I would say that that is certainly true based on what it is that we've seen here. We have now the attraction card. So I'm going to pull one more card because, again, you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. And I feel like even that could have like a special connection to, let's say, the Three of Cups card. You know, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I feel like the two of you truly enjoy your time together. You know, and I feel like part of that comes from the vibe, which is that the two of you are best friends turned lovers, or the two of you are lovers and best friends, etc. So whatever way, whether it's one way or the other in regard to this connection, I feel like there is that deep, strong friendship bond where you and your person are truly in love with one another, and the two of you fully enjoy every single moment that you get to spend with one another. You know, and not to make it sound all sunshine and rainbows, of course, because it's not always all sunshine and rainbows. But, you know, for the most part, let's say, for the most part, I just dropped half the deck onto the floor. But for the most part, let's say the two of you truly do enjoy spending time together. Okay, and then the last card we had jump out was the engagement card. So, of course, for some of us that are in a more so established connection and it's making sense, us and our person started out as lovers, we became more so of best friends, or again, maybe we started out as friends, now we are lovers, but we have a more so established romantic connection. This person is looking, or what they want from this connection is to make it more committed in general. So for some of us, of course, that are, again, are in these more established connections, this could very well be indicating that we are going to be getting engaged to marry this person quite soon into the near future. For others, I feel like the engagement card says, like, first of all, it says on it, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So right now, it just, either way, at the end of the day, your person has decided that they are going to take their chance or shoot their shot, or your person has decided that you are the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with, and they're advancing the connection. Really, whatever stage of the game that both of you are at right now, what your person wants is to ascend to that next level of commitment. I really, really, really hope that this made sense. It was such a lovely little spread that we've got here today. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, Pile 2, my citrine pile. Let's take a look at what your person wants from this connection. Okay, what does your person truly want to occur between the both of you? Okay, what is your person looking for when it comes to this connection between you both? Okay, so what does your person truly want from this connection? We have the Star. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Chariot. So what I find interesting here, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, because I'm not sure exactly how this is going to resonate with the people who are listening to this. But like, one thing that I get from this, especially toward the beginning and then at the end, is what your person's truly looking for here. We have the Knight of Cups in the middle, so the Knight of Cups definitely brings a romantic vibe into it. But I feel like for the most part, what your person wants to occur here is either for the two of you to get back onto the same page, or for the two of you to be able to basically heal or rectify anything that's occurred within this connection. So for some of us, that would lead me to believe that we have a history with this person. For others, it could more so be separately. Like maybe both of you know that at this point in time, you're not exactly in the right place to be able to start a relationship, or maybe your person knows that about themselves. So for as badly as they want to make some type of, or take some type of romantic gesture in regard to this connection, it does seem as though they're waiting for the perfect time to be able to do so. And if they, like, for me, sometimes that's not exactly a great message to hear, because if your person's very concerned with feeling, let's say, settled and secure within their own life, if your person's very concerned with getting all this stuff done, or being this certain type of person for you, and being this provider character, etc., and so on, you might be waiting a very long time until they feel like it's their perfect moment to be able to make their move. And I feel like when we look at the Star is first and foremost a card of idealism for me, but it's also going to bring up here healing. And I feel like next to it is the Six of Swords, which I also associate with healing. And especially with the Six of Swords, this can indicate that there is, let's say, slow progress being made in regard to the work that someone feels they need to do. And I feel like when it comes to your person, basically, I guess, let's say what I'm picking up on from here is at the end of the day, what your person wants to do is to be able to fix things, heal things, rectify things in order to make positive movement forward toward you. So whether that has to do with their own personal healing journey, or they want to reconcile the connection and try to repair it, is really highly dependent. You would know that better than I would. You know, like for some of us, it could be that our person maybe isn't in the best place right now. Maybe even for some of us, we're not exactly in the best place right now. And of course, that could be for a variety of different reasons. It could be maybe we just got out of a long-term relationship. It could be that they just, transferred schools and are having difficulty adjusting to their schedule, etc., and so on. Or it could be, again, something like this person not feeling settled, stable, or secure, them not being able to provide for the connection, etc., them maybe not being in a good place mentally when it comes to starting a relationship, so they don't want to put that burden on you, etc., and so on. There's honestly a lot of possibilities here. I'm just trying to list the messages that I'm getting specifically to this situation, so that maybe for some of us it's further confirmation that this message is meant for us, because the main gist of this message here is that your person wants to repair things. So we get basically healing, romantic gesture, and overcoming all the obstacles that stand in both of your ways. And I feel like what your person might be starting to come to terms with, for some of us, I would say maybe the minority of us, is that your person's beginning to perhaps come to terms with the fact that it's never going to be a perfect time. And that if the two of you are truly meant to be, the both of you are going to have to weather some storms together. That they don't have to go at this alone. That they don't have to have every single piece of the puzzle of their life fully together for you to be able to accept them and love them. And I feel like that's something that for some of us, our person is, I'm going to use the word like aware enough. Like they're aware enough to have come to terms with that. And they're definitely more likely to be making positive movement forward toward you into the very near future. But for some of them, maybe even, again, more so the majority of them, they're very focused on needing to fix everything, needing to have every piece of the puzzle in their life together before they're going to be willing to make that positive movement forward. But I do feel like at the end of the day, whichever way you slice it, there is a massive amount of positive movement forward being made toward you, even if you're not seeing the progress of this person making those moves toward you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because A, this person's still very idealistic, but also extremely hopeful, and their hope is grounded in reality. You know, like they're hopeful that they will be able to be in a place to make positive movement forward. They're hopeful that you will accept them. They're hopeful that this connection is going to be able to move forward romantically together. And then after that, we have positive movement forward, positive movement forward, positive movement forward. 3 cards in a row. And I feel like whether it's that this person is focusing on their own healing and personal growth so that they can be a better, so that they can be a better person and a better partner for you, or whether this person is recognizing that the two of you might have to, again, weather some storms together. This person is making positive movement forward toward you, even if they're on a very personal journey right now. So I do hope that that resonates in some regard. As always, again, take what resonates and leave the rest. If this is not making any sense to you, then perhaps the message is not meant for you. But that's something that I'm picking up on really primarily in regard to this reading. You know, at the end of the day, like what this person wants from this connection is to be able to rectify things, to be able to overcome any challenges that the both of you have separately, but also together, especially for those of us who have a history with this person, so that the two of you can move forward and begin to explore the romantic aspect of this connection again. Okay, so again, I hope that that makes sense. I'm going to get some oracle cards out here for some additional messages, maybe some reiterated messages. And we have, starting us out, let go of control issues, which is actually, it says the message, which is one of my favorite things to say in regard to love readings. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And I feel like that's super important, especially for those of us where what's more so resonating is that your person, and maybe even yourself, is on a more so personal healing journey at this point in time. We have, like, if we are, first of all, one thing that I want to say too, I never, ever, ever recommend waiting around for somebody, because while we're waiting around for somebody else, we are missing out on meaningful opportunities in love and in life for ourselves. But if we are invested in this connection, and this is somebody that, let's say, we quote unquote feel is worth the wait, what you're being urged to do is to allow the situation to unfold naturally. Basically, give this person the grace and the patience that they need to work out what they need to work out for themselves, because they need that time, basically. So, like, allow the situation to unfold naturally is the best, most concise way that I could put it. I hope that that makes sense in some regard. We also have the card finances and career. So again, I feel like that goes back to those of us that this person at times has expressed, or maybe not expressed, it's just the vibe, that they don't feel settled, stable, or secure enough in their own life. So they don't want to explore a romantic connection that they might feel like they're not going to be able to deliver on. Okay, and I also feel like the finances and career, it's the card itself reads, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Of course, that could be the case for some of us, but for others of us, it could also be in regard to this person with whatever they've got going on in their personal life may not be able to even offer you the time, effort, and energy that you deserve. And they might not be able to prioritize you, especially right now if they are hyper-focused on their finances and their career. So again, another thing, take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, we have the card Retreat, which again, I do feel like is sort of highlighting that the two of you, maybe for some of us, we're in contact with this person, or we still keep in pretty close contact, but for some of us, we might actually be low or no contact at this point in time. The card says it's time to disconnect from the world. What I feel like it's more so happening here is it's that age-old sort of message of the two of you taking time apart in order to grow separately. You know, like in order for the connection to grow, the two of you needed to disconnect from one another or break up with one another if you have a history with this person, etc. Like the two of you needed time to yourselves in order to heal and rectify and quote unquote fix whatever it is that was going on, both separately and together, so that the two of you could come back stronger. And the last card we have is Make the Effort. And I feel like that's super important here, regardless of where it is that we end up on the spectrums that have come through during this reading. Okay, so the Make the Effort card says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I feel like that's important either way you slice it. Okay, so if this person is on their own separate healing journey, this person's still making an effort in regard to the connection at the end of the day, because they are improving themselves. They're rectifying what they need to rectify. They're overcoming what they need to overcome. They're healing from what they need to heal from in order to come back and be a better partner to you. And if this person is already, like they're feeling very hopeful and very optimistic that the two of you can weather this storm together, this person's going to begin to try to make more of an effort in regard to the connection to show you that they will be there for you. And I'm sure that you are willing to show them that you are there for them when it comes to being able to support and uplift one another through any obstacles or challenges that might stand in your ways separately and together. So I do feel like at the end of the day, even the Make the Effort card could be a really great card to sum up what is going on here and what it is that your person wants from this connection. What your person wants from this connection, or even what your person is currently doing in regard to this connection, is that they are making an effort to better themselves and to better the connection. Some of us might be very close to bettering the connection, reconnecting with this person, healing from whatever happened between the two of you in the past and riding off into the sunset together. But for others, it could be that right now this person's making a serious effort to improve their situation. They're making a serious effort to heal and to, let's say, be the best version of themselves, so that when they do make that romantic move toward you, the both of you are able to come together and support one another through any obstacles or challenges that you might face or might be facing because of past history with one another. Overall, again, my pile twos, I hope that this made sense in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this little reading today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, my pile threes, my rose quartz pile. Let's take a look at what your person truly wants when it comes to the connection between you both. Okay, what would your person like to happen between y'all? Okay, let's take a look at what your person wants in regard to the connection that you both share. Oh, to the floor. Oh, no. Okay, we've got the Emperor starting us out. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. So one thing that I'm going to say, or start it out with for the time being, we are going to get some oracle cards out here as well, so maybe it'll change the tune a little bit. My pile threes, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, if it doesn't resonate with you, you can just scroll on along. But I do feel like what's coming through here is a combination of what your person wants from this connection is something stable, but more so sexual in nature. So for me, this is going to bring up something maybe like a situationship, maybe a friend with benefits, because the Emperor is a card of commitment, of stability, of security. But then we get the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, as I always dub her, is the sexiest of all the queens. Then we got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is super passionate, very hot, very fiery. And then we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is another card that can indicate sexual desire. So for me, what's coming out here, and not only that, I don't really recall what the High Priestess boils down to as far as zodiac signs, but we have a lot of fiery signs out here. We have Aries, and then we have Sag, Leo, and Aries represented by the Queen and King of Wands. So for me, what's coming out here, and I don't know, I'm assuming for some of us this might not exactly be the answer that we want to hear, but what I do feel like is coming through here is that your person wants something stable, but they might be a little bit leery on the commitment, at least for the time being. So I hope that that makes sense in regard to your connection. That's basically what I'm picking up on. The Queen of Wands and King of Wands to me will bring up that this person wants someone who they can have fun with, who they can experience and explore with. So I do feel like there's a lot of fun to be had here. Like what I'm picturing is, let's say a connection where the two of you guys like do a lot of cool things together, if that makes sense. Like maybe we go to a lot of concerts. Maybe for some of us, we even travel together, or we have traveled with this person. Maybe we're like, I feel like this person almost to the point where I kind of want to pull another card. I almost feel like this person wants companionship, but they're leery of commitment, or they shy away from commitment. Because that Emperor card, like I said at the top, he will at times represent to me commitment, and he certainly represents stability and security. But then we have some other cards out here that really just represent to me like hot, fiery, passionate fun. You know, and mixed in with the sexual desire that the High Priestess will bring up. So I kind of want to pull a card, kind of just seeing, like, does this person have commitment issues? Like, is it the commitment? And the card to jump out is the Three of Cups. So what that's going to again lead me back to, because the Three of Cups is a card of friendship. The Three of Cups is I guess I'll just say it again. Three of Cups is a card of friendship, but at times the Three of Cups can also be indicative of, let's say, third-party situations, or it can be indicative of open relationships. It can be indicative of, like a lack of commitment in regard to a romantic relationship. And especially with everything that came out here today, what I would say is that this person, what they more so want from the connection right now, I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well. I feel like what this person more so wants from this connection right now is something like a friend with benefits. Because for me, what's coming through here especially is they want companionship, they want sexy times, they want something stable in their life, but they seemed across the board, for the most part, let's say, to be lacking in commitment. So, and then to see the Three of Cups, it just kind of further reiterated to me that this person would want something more like a friends with benefits situation, that they like having that stable partner with benefits, but they don't exactly want a traditional committed relationship. Okay, so again, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it is not meant for you and you can move on with your day. But that's what I'm picking up on. We have the card Flirt. Okay, extend your lighthearted energy to others. And even with that, actually, what it just made me... Oh, God, I forget the name of the song. But reading that card, the Flirt card, it brought me to this Joji song. I feel like it's either... Oh, my God, I can't remember the name of the song now. But at one point, what he's saying is like, let's keep it light. Oh, my goodness. Let me try to remember the name of the song real quick. Okay, it was killing me. The song is Attention by Joji, which honestly is kind of about someone who's not giving their person the attention or the time, effort, and energy that they would like to be receiving. So maybe there's even further messages in that song for you, but that song came to mind because of the part where he says, let's, like, so keep it light. You know, like if you're not going to, and I feel like maybe that at times is kind of your vibe. Like, if this isn't going any further, especially right now, I'm not catching feelings for this person, or I'm not trying to catch feelings for this person. If they're, like they could want their friends with benefits, or they could want their open relationship, or they could, not want a traditional type of relationship with me, but then I myself am going to keep it as light as I possibly can. That could be just a vibe here that's going on, as well as the fact that at times your person might try to keep things very lighthearted because they're not exactly trying to move forward when it comes to this connection. Again, not at this point in time. Okay, we have the card Let Go of Control Issues, which says allow this situation to unfold naturally. So aside from allowing the situation to unfold naturally, which I was saying for another pile because this jumped out, I think, for pile 1, I just feel like that's great advice for most love situations. But in regard to this one, I feel like it could even be more so of the card itself, Let Go of Control Issues. Like this person... the vibe, let's say, is that they are very free-spirited. So if you try to get them to commit, you might get hurt in the process. And what I mean by that is more so, like if you try to get this person to commit to you and they're not ready to commit to you because they still want to be lighthearted and fun and flirty, etc., that could result in you getting cheated on or betrayed by this person because of this person's quote-unquote free spirit. So I feel like allowing the situation to unfold naturally, if you still want to be a part of the situationship, is, a good place to be right now. Keeping it lighthearted is a good place to be right now. But trying to get this person into a relationship with you when they're not ready would probably result in you getting hurt by this person, because it doesn't really seem as though commitment in a relationship is a priority of theirs, again, at this point in time. Not saying it can't change. We have the card codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Of course, that could be true, but maybe also within this connection, there could be some codependency issues. Maybe one of you has codependency issues. Maybe the both of you are a little codependent on one another, like you want that companionship, but you're not exactly committing to the relationship. Kind of thing, but maybe codependency is an issue, maybe addiction is an issue, and even just taking it off of like addiction, maybe like, not saying your person is an addict, but maybe your person, there's a reason why they don't like to be in a committed relationship, and maybe that's because they know that they have an issue with codependency. Maybe they know that they have an issue with addiction. Maybe they know that they have issues committing, or being intimate with a partner, etc., like emotionally intimate with a partner. So maybe this person's self-aware enough to know that they don't really fit the qualifications of being a good romantic partner, but they do fit the qualifications of being a fun time. So I'm not sure how that's going to make sense for you, but that's what I'm getting from it. And lastly, we have the card chemistry jumping out. Okay, and the card chemistry, a strong magnetic attraction. There is a strong magnetic attraction here, and I feel like that is certainly true of this connection. There's a lot of attraction with that Queen of Wands and that King of Wands. There's a lot of sexual desire here. And there's a lot of chemistry within this connection. So basically, just to sum it up, as far as what your person wants right now, I feel like they want companionship without commitment. So for me, that's going to bring me to something like a friends with benefits situation or a situationship. I also feel like, too, what's really important here is something that I just said before, where it seems as though your person is self-aware enough to know that they are not ready for a committed relationship. And that's why we're being urged to let go of any control issues and just to have a fun time, basically. Like, if we're going to continue to see this person, expect for it to continue to be a fun time. Your person wants it to continue to be a fun time with one another. But as far as a commitment, it seems as though this person, for the moment and into the near future, isn't exactly ready for a committed partner. And they're not themselves ready, or let's say emotionally intelligent or mature enough to have a committed relationship at this point in time. I guess the easiest way for me to sum this up is this person does not want a traditional monogamous relationship, which leaves the door open for so many different types of relationships. But your person does not want a traditional monogamous relationship. And I feel like for most of us, what's going to resonate is that this is a friends with benefits or situationship type of partnership that we've got going on right now. And I feel like this person really likes the companionship of it. I feel like they like what's going on physically between the both of you. But this person is not ready for a committed traditional relationship. I really hope that that makes sense in some way and maybe serves as confirmation for some of us, but that's what I'm picking up on from what it is that your person wants from this connection. They want the companionship, but they don't exactly want the commitment, and I hope that that, at the very least, makes somewhat of sense based on what you're experiencing with this person. As always, I'm never trying to be harsh or hurtful. I'm only trying to deliver the messages as I am getting them while I read the cards. So with that said, take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for my pile threes, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.